Hi all the students, welcome once again to Icon ISCAT YouTube channel. My name is Anil Chaudhary and today we have Riddhima Dargad with us. And Riddhima has just taken the interviews of Symbiosis Pune as well as Symbiosis Bengaluru. So in today's video, we people are going to discuss her interview experiences at both the places, and moreover, is there any difference in the procedure, the way the interviews are conducted for Pune as well as Bangalore. So students, we are going to have this wonderful discussion and a series of such videos we people are posting on this channel. So please ensure that it's not only about BBA IPM interviews, but besides that, फ्यूचर में जितने MBA के इंटरव्यूज होंगे इन सब में इस चैनल पर जितनी चीजें हम लोग पोस्ट करेंगे दे आर गोइंग टू हेल्प यू अ लॉट. सो वेलकम रिद्धिमा एंड कैसा रहा इंटरव्यू का एक्सपीरियंस एंड वाज इट द फर्स्ट इंटरव्यू of your life? पहला इंटरव्यू था या पहला कहीं हुआ था?
No, sir. I have given an interview. It was of Masters Union, but this interview was basically totally different. I'd like to say that the Bangalore interview and the Pune interview, they were extreme different. The Pune interview was very easy. Basically, both of the interviews are divided into 3 parts. In the first part, they ask you about the verification. There's Aadhaar card, there's 10th mark sheet, or there is set ID and PI ID. So in the first 5 minutes, they do this verification. In the next 5 minutes, the actual interview starts. This is where the second teacher comes and she asks about your favorite subjects and 12th mark sheet. And when she was seeing my 12th mark sheet...
So the very first question was favorite subject?
Yeah, I can't say because they already knew my introduction. They just asked me what was my name and where do I live. And then she started with the actual interview. So she started what was my favorite subject, stressing upon business studies because I got the maximum number in business studies. So then she asked a normal question from business studies, which was one principle of management. It was really easy. Next, she started like a really good conversation. She asked me that I took a 6th subject. It was painting. So she kind of like was amused by the fact that, oh, there is painting as a subject. So till 5 minutes, she was just asking me about painting and she was asking me, are you aware about startups or what do you want to do in your life? This was very good. Like she was just communicating with me like she's a regular teacher of mine. But in the last 5 minutes, there was another teacher and he kept asking me about who my role model was, what I want to do in my life. There were no such questions about why BBA or why symbiosis or why I should deserve symbiosis. But there were questions about like current happenings in the world. He asked me about how AI is, how you are related with AI, or do you know anything about AI? So there were very basic questions and he was really like, he did not make me nervous at all. He also asked me how I was feeling. So I just told him that, yeah, of course there were jitters talking to a stranger. But
Absolutely. So all the students who are listening to this particular feedback, please ensure that when we go for an interview, expect the unexpected. And the second point is, there can be 2 kinds of interviews possible, where some of the students were sharing that actually the panel was trying to create a stress. And like Riddhima, she was lucky enough to have such a panel which was very much friendly.
Also, I'd like to add one thing more. In my CV, I added about my achievements. So they asked me to like share them some certificates. So it was really important. I had a state certificate. I also had my degree of Visharada. So I did not prepare about the Visharad degree. I did not like prepare any classical singing, but they did ask me, and hopefully at that time it clicked and I did sing for them. I sang a rag for them and they were really impressed by that thing.
Yes, absolutely. So all the students, whatever things you people are going to share, possibly the panel is not going to ask, or possibly the panel is not going to accept it on the face value. They may ask some counter questions, and for example, when you say my hobby is singing, so possibly the panel may say, can you sing a song for us? And students be well prepared. Otherwise, कोई भी उटपटांग गाना अगर आया ध्यान में और वो गा दिया, तो do understand, सोच लेना, admission तो दूर की बात है, understand. Anyway, students, this was on a lighter note, but all the students, what is the preparation for an interview all about? It's all about understanding yourself. It's all about being in touch with the current affairs. It's all about having a good command over your academics. If you people are good enough in these 3 things, and if you people are clear, if you people are confident, and if you are able to articulate well, this is something which is being tested. Students do understand. I have been telling this many times in the past also. Even if you people are not able to give answers to all the questions, still we people can clear this interview. Even if students हम आंसर नहीं भी दे पाएँ, प्लीज़ इंश्योर दैट हमें वहाँ पे नर्वस फील नहीं करना है, बहुत एम्बेरस फील करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बड़ा नॉर्मल सा प्रोसेस है, कुछ के आंसर्स आएंगे और कुछ के नहीं आएंगे. सो SCMS पुणे के इंटरव्यूज़ में कैन यू टॉक अबाउट एनी सच क्वेश्चन वेयर यू आर ब्लैंक, यू डिड नॉट नो द आंसर, कैसे उसको हैंडल करें, ऐसा कुछ हुआ?
So there was no such question where I could
Okay.
not stop speaking. They just asked me
Okay.
normal questions about myself or my hobbies or what I read recently. I had everything prepared.
Absolutely.
I think even if you get stuck, you can just say that you don't know it, and it's okay. It's really okay to not know one answer of 10 questions. I think Pune, the interview of Pune, it was really easy, and anybody could crack it if you know. If you have confidence in yourself, you can crack it definitely.
Absolutely. Acha Riddhima, many students were saying that the panel kept asking questions about share market. Okay, any question for you?
So I'd like to say one thing. They asked about a CV like before the interview. So if you write anything about your achievements or your hobbies in that thing, if you write about that you have interest in stock market, they would definitely ask you about stock market. I did not write anything such like, and I of course I don't have any information about stock market, so I did not give anything. If you are claiming something about yourself, you should know about it. I claimed about reading books. I did have answers for that. So I was confident about them and they were impressed with that.
Absolutely. Majorly the questions will be based on your CV only. At the same time, you people have to be ready enough. What actually happened with some of the students, there was no reference to share market, anything, but still the direct question was, and almost for 8 to 10 minutes, the discussion was about that. Anyway, students, sometimes it happens, and this is how you people have to be ready for each and every kind of situation. Any specific observation about SCMS Pune interview? All done?
No, yeah, I'd just like to say that they're really particular about what you are giving for yourself. If you have given something in your CV, they would not leave it. I told them that I had a 5-year degree in singing. They did not leave that point. I told them about I played cricket and I got awarded. They did not leave it. I told them about some of my strengths and weaknesses. They did not leave that point. So if you're giving anything in your CV, please be sure about it.
Yes, so all the students, this was the fantastic feedback given by Riddhima. So Riddhima का ये SCMS पुणे का interview था, and now we people are going to have a discussion about the interview which she had with SCMS Bangalore. So Riddhima, what about Symbiosis Bengaluru?
So I really did not expect that Bangalore interview would be really like that intimidating, because they kept on asking me questions about mathematics and accountancy. So I'd tell you in detail. The first 5 minutes were again the verification and set ID, PI ID, and when did I give my paper, and what was my set score. But the next 10 minutes, actually my interview was not of 15 minutes, that was of 35 minutes.
Oh my God.
I got a slot for 15 minutes only, but my interview kept on for 35 minutes, which was...
Yes, but generally what happens is such interviews for BBA colleges, they extend up to 10 to 15 minutes only. So possibly if you people have a lengthy interview, that is a good sign only, understand. Okay, that is a good sign because the panel is actually feeling interested to have more discussion with you, and your answers possibly are more engaging. Students, देखो एक चीज आप समझ के चलो, इंटरव्यूज में बच्चे क्या समझते हैं? The panel will be asking some questions and we will give answers to that. So it is not only about questions and answers. What is more important is it has to be an engaging conversation. तो जब भी आप आंसर दो, आप पैनल को एंगेज करने की कोशिश करो. तो आप है ना छोटा सा आंसर देकर बचने की कोशिश मत करो, आप एलाबोरेट करो, आप डिस्कस करो अपने बारे में और उसे एंजॉय करो. तो दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज नीडेड. या रिद्धिमा, कैरी ऑन.
सो बैंगलोर में व्हाट आई नोटिस्ड वाज कि काउंटर क्वेश्चंस बहुत ज्यादा थे. जो वो क्वेश्चंस मुझसे पूछ रहे थे, इफ आई एम गिविंग एनी आंसर, दे पिक वन वर्ड विद दैट एंड देन अगेन दे विल आस्क अ क्वेश्चन. वन मोर थिंग आई ऑब्जर्व्ड वाज, of course we did not submit any CV, so the first question was to introduce myself, which I think I talked about myself for 2 to 3 minutes and they had to stop me, I think, which was a good sign. If you can speak about yourself for like 2 to 3 minutes, they'll be impressed. They'll see your confidence, that you're not nervous at all about talking yourself. And
yes, but here I would like to just interrupt. See students, what happens is anyway, Riddhima had so much to talk about herself. Okay, she has got a degree of Visharat and she has fantastic hobbies also. Academic wise also she is very good. But I know many such students, तो थोड़े से average होते हैं. पॉसिबली एकेडमिक्स में हम 75, 80, 85% वाले। हॉबीज़ बहुत स्पेसिफिक हमारे पास होती नहीं है, अंडरस्टैंड। एट द सेम टाइम कोई बहुत बड़े अचीवमेंट्स नहीं है, कोई एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर नहीं है। ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स को भी आई कैन से, इफ़ यू ट्राई टू डिस्कवर योर सेल्फ, देर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स विच वी कैन टॉक अबाउट आवर सेल्स। आई बिलीव दैट। मैं कई बार स्टूडेंट्स को देखता हूँ, हम अपने आप को अच्छी तरह से समझते ही नहीं हैं। आप स्टूडेंट्स जो मन में आता है, लेट मी टेल यू, अगर आप चाहते हो कि मैं आपका इंट्रोडक्शन प्रिपेयर करूँ, इसके बारे में कुछ आपको बताऊँ, तो स्टूडेंट्स वॉट एवर यू पीपल नो अबाउट योर सेल्फ, पेन डाउन वंस। इफ यू वांट, डिस्क्रिप्शन में द नंबर इज गिवन, यू कैन शेयर विद मी, आई टेल यू what changes have to be done there. But actually what I mean to say is बहुत कुछ अपने बारे में होता है जो हम खुद नहीं जानते हैं। आप फैमिली बैकग्राउंड पर बात करो, आप अपनी कॉमर्स, सब्जेक्ट, साइंस, वॉट एवर यू हैड, टॉक अबाउट दैट। अगर कभी हॉस्टल में पढ़ने का मौका मिला है, उस पर डिस्कस करना स्टार्ट करो। What kind of family you belong to? Nuclear family, joint family? You can give some reference to that also. Plus students, you may talk about जिसमें भी आपका इंटरेस्ट है, एंड वॉट एवर यू पीपल हैव डन सो फार। एंकरिंग पसंद है तो उसकी बात करो, इवेंट्स को ऑर्गेनाइज करना पसंद है तो उसकी बात करो, आप एनजीओज में काम करना आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है तो उस पर बात कर सकते हैं। सो व्हाट आई मीन टू से, ऐसा नहीं होता है सर क्या बोलें, तो केवल अपना नाम, स्कूल का नाम, केवल अपने जगह के बारे में बता देना, दिस इज नॉट एन इंट्रोडक्शन ऑल अबाउट। Okay, the panel wants to know more about yourself, your strengths, your qualities, your beliefs. Okay, so please understand, और एक अच्छा सा इंट्रोडक्शन पेन डाउन करके उसे रेडी करो, कई बार उसे पढ़ लो। डोंट ट्राई टू बाय हार्ट, बट एटलीस्ट यू पीपल शुड बी रेडी विद द कंप्लीट फ्लो कि मुझे अपने बारे में क्या बोलना है। यस, रिद्धिमा, कैरी ऑन।
So as soon as I completed my introduction, they just threw some academic questions at me. The first question was about mathematics. It
Okay.
was on statistics. It was core detailed question. They were asking me about certain theorems, and then they were asking me how would you explain it to a guy who is illiterate.
Tell me one thing, how that discussion of math started?
Firstly, she saw my
Okay.
12th mark sheet, and then she saw like, why do you have the lowest marks in maths? And then she
Okay.
started the counter
Okay.
questions on it. But I handled it well because I knew some points I didn't know. So I said that I'm sorry, I don't know. But of course, like, you can control the situation. Even if you know a bit about it, you should say. You should not stop answering. You should say even if you know a little bit about it. She threw some 5-6 questions about mathematics, statistics, and whatever I learned in mathematics. I had some probability questions or quant questions, and then those 5 minutes got over, and then another teacher came. I think that teacher was of mathematics, and the another teacher she came, she was of accountancy, definitely.
Okay.
Because the first question she asked me whether I had accountancy in my 11th or 12th or not.
Okay.
And then she again threw some 5-6 questions, and there I got like puzzled. I was like, I'm sorry, but I cannot understand you. Could you please explain me like slowly and steadily, like. But yeah, she understood that I was having a little problem in understanding her, but she explained me, and then we had some question and answers about depreciation, balance sheets, companies and stuff. But it was okay. There were no hard questions which I couldn't answer. If you prepare well about, if you have good concepts, like if your concepts are well detailed, and if you're having good knowledge about those subjects, it's okay.
Absolutely. So all the students do understand. And it is not only about Bangalore or Pune. ऐसा मत मान के चलना कि सब Pune, the panel will be more favorable and the questions will be majorly based on current affairs. Not at all. पुणे में भी ऐसे बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स का एक्सपीरियंस था where the grilling was about the academic subjects. तो ठीक है, कभी बैंगलोर में पॉसिबली रिद्धिमा के साथ एकेडमिक क्वेश्चन ज़्यादा आ गए, बट दैट डज नॉट मीन दैट वी मेक दैट काइंड ऑफ सेग्रीगेशन कि सर मेरे पास बैंगलोर का कॉल तो है ही नहीं, पुणे का है, तो एकेडमिक्स में इग्नोर कर सकता हूँ। नॉट एट ऑल। ओके, तो ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स, किसी भी 12th के स्टूडेंट के लिए, सी यू पीपल ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, जिसके पास बहुत अच्छा वर्क एक्स होता है, उसके पास डिस्कस करने के लिए बहुत कुछ होता है अबाउट द वर्क एक्सपीरियंस। बट नाउ यू पीपल जस्ट कंप्लीटेड 12th ग्रेड, तो वर्क एक्स तो है नहीं, कोई बहुत बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स और इंटर्न्स तो होते नहीं हैं, तो डिस्कशन होगा किसके बारे में? अबाउट नोइंग योरसेल्फ एंड अबाउट योर एकेडमिक्स। और जिस बच्चे के परसेंटेज बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, तो डेफिनेटली पॉसिबली जो ग्रिलिंग है उससे बहुत ज़्यादा होने के चांसेस हैं। अब कोई बहुत एवरेज स्कोरर है, तो वो तो फिर भी ठीक है, बच जाएगा कि सर ठीक है एकेडमिक्स में आई वॉज सो परफॉर्मर, बहुत इन डेप्थ नॉलेज मेरा नहीं है। बट जो अच्छे हैं एकेडमिक्स में, For them, such questions are definitely expected. Very good. So this grilling took place, and after that, what happened? How it ended?
She just asked me about if I follow Shark Tank, or if I had in mind of creating my own business, if I follow some female entrepreneurs. So of course I was following Shark Tank and I knew 5 female entrepreneurs. She asked me, I gave those answers. So that was pretty easy, and I think there were no such like normal questions. If I think about rather than the academic questions, there were no more questions in which she would know myself. I just showed her some certificates and she did not dig into my certificates.
Okay,
She
okay.
just saw it and it was done.
Sorry. So students, this was a complete feedback given by Radhima Dargad, and I believe that the students who are going to have the interviews now are not only of Symbiosis, whichever college you people talk about, let it be for BBA or IPM. So whatever things Radhima has shared, the same things are going to help you there also. एंड स्टूडेंट्स अंडरस्टैंड कोई भी इंटरव्यू का प्रोसेस मोर और लेस जो बेसिक पैरामीटर्स है वो वन एंड द सेम है. आपको बहुत अच्छी तरह से बातचीत करनी है, इंटरैक्ट करना है, एंड मोर ओवर स्टूडेंट्स सेल्फ असेसमेंट ड्यूरिंग द इंटरव्यू बिल्कुल भी ना करें. कई बार हमें क्या लगता है, किसी पिछले क्वेश्चन के बारे में वी स्टार्ट थिंकिंग, हमें लगता है कि सर यार इसका आंसर मैं ये देता तो और अच्छा होता. स्टूडेंट्स डोंट कीप डूइंग दैट सेल्फ असेसमेंट, यू जस्ट एंजॉय द प्रोसेस, ट्राई टू गिव योर बेस्ट and let us hope for the best results. Okay, so if you people have got any specific question, okay, which you are not able to give the answer, which you are not able to understand how it has to be dealt with, you people can ask in the comment box. तो हम खुद भी, हमारी पूरी टीम आपको रिप्लाई करेगी, and let us ensure together that कि कम से कम इंटरव्यू के प्रोसेस में तो हम लोग बिल्कुल भी ना अटकें, एंड ये जो टॉप कॉलेजेस के इंटरव्यूज हैं उसे ज़रूर क्रैक करें. So thank you very much Radhima for the wonderful feedback, the way you have shared, and the best thing is I keep appreciating Radhima. She speaks very well. Second, her confidence is fantastic. She articulates in the best possible manner, and she has always been an all-rounder. तो इसका जो एडवांटेज है वो तो मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. बट एनीवे, अगर आप लोग इस तरह से नहीं भी बोल पाते हैं, इवन इफ योर इंग्लिश कम्युनिकेशन इज एवरेज, स्टिल डोंट गिव अप. ठीक है, ऐसे बच्चों को भी मैं जानता हूँ जिनकी इंग्लिश बहुत अच्छी नहीं है, बट स्टिल दे वर एबल टू क्लियर ऑल दीज इंटरव्यूज. तो केवल इंग्लिश आने से काम नहीं चलता, साथ में द बैकिंग ऑफ नॉलेज एंड कॉन्फिडेंस हैज टू बी देयर. ओके, सो सी यू सून विथ अनदर न्यू वीडियो किसी नए स्टूडेंट के साथ. थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर वॉचिंग, एंड यस बिल्कुल नहीं भूलना है, रिद्धिमा ने जो शेयर किया उसके लिए एक लाइक तो बनता ही है, एंड चैनल को अगर अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो प्लीज डू दैट. So see you very soon. Thank you very much, and thank you Riddhima once again.
Thank you, sir.